Dr. Disrespect has been popping off recently against his old streaming buddies, Nick Merc and Dr. Lupo. He's not happy with the card he's been dealt, even though he's still pretty successful. But we're going to take a look at what he had to say. The full rant, guys.
I think Nick Merc's the biggest fucking pussy in the world. Lupo, obviously, he's a big ass. He's a fake. Let's go ahead and say it. Didn't talk about it before, but I'm in the mood now to talk about it. I think these fucking people are the phoniest people in the industry, man. You know what I mean, champs? I won't talk about it anymore, but I just had to say that. I did, and I know you guys know, but God, I had to say it. Biggest fucking phonies. I can call out all these people. I don't want to, though, man. You know what I mean, champs? These people have met, like those two people met Mrs. Assassin and Baby Assassin, Little Assassin, right? They met him multiple times. So for Nick to go on some fucking low budget podcast and talk about us the way he did, like, who does that? Like, pause the music. Who does that? Fucking phony pussy. And then Lupo.
So it's just insane to me to even believe that he can just fucking go on this tirade after putting his friends in a horrible position of having to try to wait for the evidence. Because at the time, Nick Mercs especially somewhat stuck up for him. He's like, hey, let's wait. Let's see what happens. And eventually, he ended up making a statement. Everyone knows the rest. He kind of sunk himself, and he had to walk away. But I just find it so funny. He's like, oh, you met my wife and kids. How could you distance yourself? How could you feel betrayed by me being a fucking freak, dude?
Screaming
what are
at
you
the top
talking
of
about,
his
bro?
lungs. He's got 400.
Grown man with a family and kids, running around like this with under 18, 17-year-old, dude. The guy's like in his 40s. It's insane.
Viewers now. No one gives a, like, he's always copied us. Transitions, intros, all that stuff. He's always has. Like, I'm just going to release some stuff off my.
And I will say this: you got to give Doc his flowers. The guy was incredibly, and still is, an incredible entertainer. The confidence, his speech pattern, his the way he's able to present himself, with all the high budget, transitions, things like that, that really add into the whole atmosphere of the Doc, the character that he's kind of made. He is one of a kind. To say anything less is, I think, you'd be lying. I think you're not being very honest. I did like him. I did like the Doc. I wasn't like a huge fan, but I'd tune in and I'd be like, oh, he's entertaining. He got a lot of energy. I like him. Oh, my nose is itching me. Holy shit. Okay. But regardless, there's a certain point, okay? There's a certain point you gotta walk away. And I'm not saying you can't watch him. If you find some entertainment value, you don't know the guy. Nothing he was doing was technically illegal by his own wording. But if you're willing to say, hey, I don't know this guy, he's just an entertainer, let's not look under the mask, because if you look into Hollywood, there's a lot of fucked up shit that goes on. A lot of times I don't want to question of how this is produced, the ethical standpoints of whatever I'm consuming. I'm just looking to relax and watch something. If you're just like, hey, I just want to watch him, I think he's funny, that's totally fine. That's on you. But for people who feel maybe enjoying his content because they felt some kind of connection to the person, and they just find what he did was too reprehensible as a person. I mean, if you want to walk away, understand that.
Mind disrespecting me.
The guy is a hell of a
disrespect Mrs. Assassin, Little Assassin. Come on, man. That's how you get knocked the fuck out. This guy thinks he's this Nick Mercs dude. I don't even know what happened to him. I don't know if he's still around. He thinks he's like tough guy putting his who can I knock out in a fight list together. Like, first off, who does that shit, man? Second off, this guy wouldn't even fucking come close.
All right, he is kind of spitting.
No
there.
way. Anyways, I just don't know who like the type of mentality.
I don't like the internet tough guy shit. It really does bug me.
To go on and talk about
so
someone
corny.
like that, like, you just got to be.
But I like Nick Mercs a lot. Okay,
You're lost. You don't do that. Time out. No, especially when you don't know shit. No one does. Fucking rat's what he is. Lupo, fake phony rat. There's a lot of people that I don't care about. I don't care about. The issue that I have with those two is that they met Mrs. Assassin multiple times. They met Baby Assassin. They met my family. Right? They know what I'm about, You know what I mean? Champ?
It's just
sucked in by it.
It's obviously very rich, because everyone's gonna pull the card like he cheated on his wife. I would bet that I'm going out on a limb here that maybe there's some. We don't know the situation there. It could be a lot more complex than we know. Maybe she's somewhat okay because he's successful and they have children together and so on and so forth. And he's that type of guy. He just goes out and does whatever. And maybe at some point she's just like, there's a lot of benefits to being with this guy, even, the negatives. So maybe she turns the other cheek. I don't know. Maybe they're okay with it. Who knows at the end of the day? I would bet in her heart of hearts, probably not okay with it, but we just don't know the marital situation. And this guy, I guarantee you, he's only been caught once. This guy is running around. And he got caught DMing another, most likely 17-year-old girl on the internet. Like, he's running around. He's acting foolish.
An over-exaggerated fucking narrative that was blown up by all these little anime, desperate for attention, zero life experience people on the internet, these trolls, and it was blown out and exaggerated. And then you got people going, but
not that part.
You admitted it. What the fuck did we admit? Some jokes and bannering? That's what we said. Wake up. We didn't admit nothing. Now you're
Leave
convinced,
the logs,
and
buddy.
They're all convinced by the narrative that was put out by, guess who? Rolling Stones, Washington Post, right? Little fucking depressed, deep-eyed slasher. All these people, right? These people we can't relate to. And it's unfortunate. But the real truth, after that, it was revealed. Look at these fucking fake phonies, man. I mean, you're literally, Nick's going on a podcast talking about us, champs.
You can't call out people like Chris Tyson in Nick Burke's position. Another thing, kind of unrelated, but during the time he's beefing with Chris Tyson, can't call out Chris Tyson for doing all their crazy shit that they were doing at the time, and then turn the other way when your boy is doing that. You can't. He did the right thing. And what you did was reprehensible. He probably was disgusted by it. I mean, come on. It's like multiple layers, dude.
There's a difference between having to, as a person in the industry, to speak up on it. And, for example, Tim and Z Laner, they're good people. They're good people. They responded in a way where it's hey, from what we've heard, okay, again, give me a call, shoot me a DM, whatever. Let's talk about it. Explain it in a couple minutes. Boom, that's it. But they never did that. So for those that are asking, you should play with Z or Timmy, the only way is they'd have to apologize. Not publicly. I don't care about it. They just come up and say, hey, made a mistake. Boom, let's get back into it. Then I'm good, right? That's how I deal with shit, right? Hey.
So he wants them to apologize. After one, he did say sorry. He did shoot them a text at the time and apologize about what they were going through. But he wants them to apologize to come back to him because they disowned him, essentially, as a content creator. Which, I don't know, maybe he's sore because he misses the old group and he realized it could be a lot of notoriety being around them. It could help him. And, he's been kind of fucked off, even though he's extremely successful still. He could just feel slighted in that way. But at the end of the day, I mean, they don't owe you shit, and what you did was pretty shitty. I think a lot of people would disown, kind of walk the other way. I find him an entertainer. I don't watch him. I think what he did was pretty gross. I'm not gonna hand wring, because I've watched some people who I have some disagreements about the handles. People have reasons why they do shitty things, and all the times you do agree with him. What he did though was obviously a little too much. It's just a little too much. He can't handle himself. He's just one of those, successful guy, just goes out with any group he can. It's fucked up, man. It's, and the underage thing, maybe you could look past that. It's the 17-year-old thing. Come on, man. You're like your fucking 40s, bro. Come on, man. What are you doing? What are we talking about, man? So crazy. But you can look past maybe the cheating stuff, but then the under 18, it's just some freak shit. It's some freak shit. It's just, it rubs me the wrong way. I could probably look past the other, because I'm it's their marriage, none of my business. But that shit, it's just some weird shit. And you're like 40s, bro?
Learn from it, you apologize, boom, you move on. This whole exaggerated narrative that was built up, so pathetic. Bunch of fucking pussies, what it is. We've got Bobby rallied. We got Vis. Do we have to network to stay relevant or popular or do whatever? No, champs. All these fucking other people, they need each other. They need the streamer award shows. They need a network. They need Twitch. They need to do this. We need to do a hot tub stream together. We need to fucking make sure we collab. It's like, holy shit, Dexerto, it's like a dick-sucking website for Kai Cenat, and when I'm not in the Lamborghini on the way
he had some points.
Or doing hot shot.
I want to say, it is wrong what he's doing, but it's mostly the below 18 shit that gets me. It is wrong though what he was doing to his family, and that's fucked up, and especially to use her as a shield while you're doing that, regardless, they would obviously distance themselves because they're grossed out by the other factor. Of course, they're gonna say, I known this guy. I have been railing on people for being weird, because Nick Merc was fighting Chris Tyson about some LGBT issues, or at some point they're gonna come knocking, and he has to condemn his friends, at least to some degree, if he's going to be making those talking points. And yeah, I think he did the right
He's to
thing.
win games on the main
He
stage
waited for him to
in
make a
front of the
statement.
brightest LED
And he
lights imaginable. I got common sense
put a
people
foot in
coming
his
up to
own
the
mouth.
two-time. Say, two-time, what's up, man? Congratulations on the Rumble. Congratulations on the YouTube monetization, right? It ain't
PDF pedophile. Anime picture, he, him, she, her. Look at this guy. He's still around. He's still relevant.
it ain't like that. Fuck that. They want to believe that, but it ain't that. That ain't the case.
It's
I'm
so
rolling.
sad
But
because
you
this
know
guy
what's gonna
is a
happen?
killer
Cyrtil's
entertainer.
gonna write their little article. Fuck, dude. What the fuck? Jake Lucky's going, oh man, did you get it? And then what's his partner's name? Who's like a hardcore liberal dude? They're all kind of hardcore, but like, what's his? Oh God, what the fuck did he say, dude? He's just stirring the pot again. Is it true? Is it his numbers are down? Is it because?
So stop.
Well,
It's so corny.
maybe is it because he's not getting any sponsorships?
I'm
or
too
is there
easily
no game
entertained.
campaigns? Does any of his friends play with him anymore? His numbers are down. It's just
Grown man in a toupee, by the way, guys. You know, whatever's entertainer. But yeah, let's continue on. We're gonna look at what spurred this. He went on a podcast and kind of talked about it. Here's a snip from it, and then we're gonna get on to the reaction because I don't want this video being too long.
Respect.
That's a tough one.
And you obviously know him personally. Good dude.
I know him personally. I do. I mean, we met in person twice, briefly, and we've played a lot of games together throughout the years. People think that we're like best friends. That's not true. And then people also say, oh, they only gamed a couple times. I mean, that's not true either. We're somewhere in the center. The internet's canceling this guy. Everybody's like, oh, Nick, how about this guy? This is your boy, huh? I go on, I say, listen, man, I understand what people are saying. Let's wait till we get some facts, and then we'll make a decision.
Which I respect.
waited,
And two, you're not-
and I got a bunch of shit for waiting. Everyone's like, fuck you, man. Speak out on your boy. What the fuck, man? I mean, I got railed on social, but I was the only one that didn't. So I waited because I was this tweet, which is now deleted, by the way. And it was the worst tweet that I have ever seen from somebody in trouble. Not only was the original the worst, this motherfucker edits that same tweet like 6 times. And he admits in this tweet to talking to somebody inappropriately who was underage. Go out on Twitter. I say, look, facts came out. This sucks fucking ass. We didn't know about this, obviously, and we're gonna cut ties. And we don't condone or agree with anything like this. They're not happy with that either.
Why are they not happy with it?
Because like, oh, so you can go hard on to leave the kids alone shit, but when it's your boy, it's just like, oh, you're not happy about it. The fuck do you want, man? I said I don't condone it. It's disgusting.
Cut all ties.
And we're cutting ties. Done. So weeks go by. This guy deletes.
What did he want him to do? Do you want him to stick by and be like, oh, it's all trumped up bullshit? He's just he's being real. He's a real motherfucker right here. This is a real man right here.
Says that it was all a joke. He put out that tweet as bait to see who his real friends are.
Okay, bro. But yeah, that's what spurred on his initial, rant for Dr. Disrespect. Here's like one response he had to Dr. Disrespect after. I don't watch all of it, so hopefully we get a little bit of a surprise.
I heard the news. I did. I heard the fucking news, man. I really did. I couldn't believe it. My first thought that hit my head was this motherfucker didn't take his pills. Like instantly. I was like, yo, is this guy off the fucking the wagon? Did he? Hey, Dad, you seen this? Look at this guy.
It does seem like
meds.
So he kind of from what I understand, what sparked is like he was having computer issues and then he just went off. But it's just something that's probably festered in his brain. He's seeing all his friends playing together and is just fucking with him. He's just like, look at me in the corner. Even though I get 10K views, millionaire. It's just what you lost. It's never enough for some people.
That was my first thought. Swear to God. I swear to the Almighty. Then I see, what do they call him? The Slick Daddy Club on X. Slick Daddy Club, huh? And I see him on X, man, and they're just on the Johnson. I mean, they're
Nick is funny.
They are doing tricks,
spinning.
They're jumping, they're dancing, they're clapping. They're just like Nicky. So I'm seeing a little bit of that. Then I have my next thought, and I'm like, I mean, I haven't spoken about this in months, maybe like a half a year. Gary, when was the last time that we?
I
Yeah,
honestly forgot a lot of the details about this because I would be pulling a lot more shit out. But like, one thing I know for sure is that in his original text, he did admit saying inappropriate shit with a minor. I mean, it's kind of like an open and shut case in that. And if it was just like talking shit with a minor, which I don't know why you would, just better not to. When you're especially in that position. Maybe if you're like palling around at a family picnic and you're like joking with one of your family members' kid, maybe you could talk. But like obviously, it wasn't just palling around and saying some fucked up shit. It was something a little bit more devious.
Time that we spoke about this, I mean, I don't even remember. This is history.
Yeah.
August, maybe. Fucking September. It's about to be March. It's been like 6 months, 7 months. You know, that was my next thought. I was like, holy fuck, man. Now people are seeing the podcast clip, and I think that what a lot of people are getting is that this just came out. But this motherfucking podcast came out 6 months ago. And it was after this guy left. This guy put out a tweet.
So I misspoke. It wasn't what sparked it. Oh, no, it did spark it, but it was from my podcast 6 months ago. So that thing has been stewing like a fucking slow roast in his brain. And and it came up. It fucked him up, man.
Saying he did what they're saying he did in his own words.
Yeah.
And then he left.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. I'm going to the mountains or some shit, this guy said. I gave everybody my thoughts.
Yeah, he disappeared for quite a while. His return stream, I remember sitting there because I'm like, man, I wonder what he's going to say. And, yeah, it was such a goofy stream back. But yeah, there's like 100K people sitting in that stream. Yeah, he just flat out pretty much said it without saying it. He's like, nothing I did was technically illegal. It's like some shit like that. It's like, bro, the fuck are you saying, man?
Seem to forget, you know, when the whole internet was after this guy, when we hadn't heard from him, I was the only one that was like, whoa. Let's wait to just hear everything. Let's see what's going on, right? Like, we can't just have somebody say that this person did this, and then we don't even hear anything. We don't even see anything. So I got fucking hung up on the cross. I did. They crucified me. Now, granted, at that point in my career, I was damned if I do. I was damned if I don't.
Yeah, there was a time, like I said, during this controversy, because he was going against Chris Tyson and all these other people regarding the LGBT stuff, and he was just getting hardcore in some shit. So like, they were looking for a reason to come down on him. And there you go.
But I got spit on for telling everybody I was the only one. Pokimane doing her shit, Hasanabi, fucking everybody. Oh, I'm the only motherfucker that was like, wait, hold on. The only one. This guy comes out with a tweet that he edits like 19 times that says that inappropriate text to a minor. I mean, what?
What are we doing?
I just can't like.
Yes, this is
there's
it.
a lot of people out there that must truly lack the perspective. Look, I never really. I'm not going door to door calling this guy this or calling this guy that. I didn't say any words, any buzzwords. I did call him a tard. I think he is a retard, though. Respectfully, of course.
Respectfully, you're kind of a retard, man. I don't know how to tell you this. You got to alert your family. Tell your last person you slept with that they may have contracted it. Consult a physician.
Look, all I was ever indicating when cutting this shit was that clearly I don't want to be associated with a guy that can do these types of things consistently. That's it, man.
What is this?
I'm out.
Nick, what are you doing? What is that, bro?
I said I'm out. I'm out, man. Well, whatever. We already know the dude cheated on his wife. Then he's talking about, this guy met my wife. I mean, motherfucker, you cheated on her. I met her? That's the highlight here?
It's the easiest
Super
clapback.
Bowl halftime for 7 minutes. Yeah, I fucking met her. She was a nice lady. I feel bad for her, man. I hope they figure it out. I seriously, I hope they figure it out. I hope it's great.
Who knows, though?
I really
I just don't know.
I know it must be hard, this whole thing for them.
I wouldn't want to bring her up, but it's just like
But I didn't go up there talking shit about his wife and his kid.
it's part of the story.
I just made a little point that I think was important. How you doing this with a wife and kid? That's all I said. And I think it's a pretty fair fucking question.
Yeah.
Because everybody thinks this guy is up on some
That's what
fucking
I'm
hilltop like we all pray to him or something. What are we doing? What are we fucking doing? He's calling everybody fake. In this clip that I seen. Fake and phony, fake and phony, fake and fucking phony, fake. Nick Merc's fake and phony. That's what he keeps saying. Fake and phony. Right?
Wouldn't it be more phony if he stuck by the fucking guy and ignored all the shit he did and just had no reaction and then just tried to sweep it under the fucking rug? Wouldn't that be more phony? Wouldn't that be more phony? Like, it's just completely fucking ridiculous on its face.
Fucking. Am I slow? Or does this guy not get in front of a camera every day of his life in a fucking costume? Are we fucking serious right now? No, I'm dead ass with you right now. You gonna see me outside? You gonna see this? I'm gonna wear the same fucking kit right here, bro.
Yeah.
This motherfucker wears a goddamn wig. Are you fucking kidding me? I just don't get it. We're all fake and phony because we cut ties with you after you did some fucking crazy shit. Put all your boys in a tough spot.
Yeah. Crazy.
You want to get real about it? Get fucking real about it. You put everybody around you in a tough ass spot because you're a dog. Because you're a dog, bro. And I've known plenty of dogs, man. But when you go below that 18-year-old bullshit, you a different kind of dog now. Now you're a weirdo. And you can't fucking, you have no self-awareness. You can't reflect. You can't hold yourself accountable. You can't be a man. Be an important part of it.
But it's true. It's true. Let's let it play out.
Man. You're a father. You're a husband. Look, you fucked up. You got to own it. You got to be a fucking man. You fucked up. You don't get to go around and blame everybody else for the shit that you did. Stream in 7, 8 months.
Oh, okay.
And we have not talked about this on stream in 7, 8 months.
Crazy.
And every week
Can't believe it's almost been like a year. The whole break and everything, I think that he took also helped kind of elongate it. And then like he finally got back on and business as usual.
Yo, Nick, this guy's talking about you again. He's talking about Tim again. Talking Lupo. Talking about Z-Laner. You know, right? Every fucking week this guy's got something to say. And look, and then my ninth thought, and this was like towards the end of my thought process, was like, yo, I know he feels the type of way. He feels angry. Because the reality is that, all of us, we don't really know every little detail of what the fuck happened. We don't know the whispers. We don't know how it all went down. We just know what he told us, okay? And we know what they're saying. And what we did was we just connected the dots, right? Okay, I think that's a pretty fair assessment of how things went. But we don't know everything, all right? So with that being said, like, he's the only one that does. My last thought was that I get that he feels bad about it all, okay? And I hope that he works it out. I hope he gets to a point where he feels better about things. I don't go to bed every night like, yo, I hope Doc steps on a Lego. Or like, yo, I hope this motherfucker rots in it. I don't do that.
He's saying he wishes the best.
I'm going to bed off a gummy watching Harry Potter. I spent fucking 8 hours at the beach. Like, I'm not thinking about him. Okay? I'm not.
Yeah. All right, and I think it's fair. Everything he's saying makes sense. I do feel I do feel bad for some of the Docs fans because, man, it's got to be hard out there. But it is what it is. The guy's still successful. He's going to be successful. The guy's a hell of an entertainer. You can't take that away from him, regardless of the situation. But for him to pop off like this, incredibly immature, especially for what he put his friends through, put his family through. You know, it's just not a good time, and I think he should just own what happened and move on. You know, people will forget. You know, if I'm just being honest, it's the internet. Give it a day, give it 2 days, give it a week. It's gone up and it's fucking gone. But anyways, I hope you guys found this entertaining. We'll do some more video gaming coming up, but you know, some stuff I thought I was kind of interesting. You guys have a good night. Be sure to tip your waiter. Take it easy, guys. Bye.